The 2026 Motogp season has only just begun, yet the paddock is already buzzing with tension, shock, and a growing sense that the championship battle may be far more unpredictable than anyone anticipated. What was expected to be another dominant display from Ducati at the season-opening Thai Grand Prix quickly turned into one of the most surprising race weekends in recent MotoGP history. For months, the narrative surrounding the championship centered on one man, Marc Marquez. After his commanding campaign last season, many believed the Spaniard was firmly on course to defend his crown and perhaps even move closer to his historic 10th world title. But Buriram delivered a stark warning. The road to glory in 2026 may be far more treacherous than expected. And emerging from the chaos was an unexpected challenger. While Ducati faltered in dramatic fashion, the factory from Noale sent a thunderous message across the paddock. Aprilia Racing did not just compete. They dominated. Suddenly, the balance of power that defined recent MotoGP seasons looks far less certain. Heading into the opening round at the Chang International Circuit in Thailand, expectations for Ducati were extremely high. During pre-season testing at Buriram only days earlier, three of their leading riders, Marc Marquez, Francesco Bagnaia, and Alex Marquez, had comfortably placed third, fourth, and fifth, respectively. Those results reinforced the assumption that the Borgo Panigale manufacturer would once again be the benchmark when the lights went out on race day. Yet the reality proved dramatically different. Instead of fighting for victory, Ducati riders were scattered throughout the field. Marc Marquez suffered a catastrophic mechanical issue when his wheel failed, forcing him into an early retirement. Francesco Bagnaia struggled for pace throughout the weekend, particularly from Saturday onwards, while Alex Marquez endured a nightmare event and failed to score a single point. For a team accustomed to controlling the front of the grid, the absence of a Ducati on the podium was both shocking and deeply concerning. While Ducati wrestled with unexpected problems, Aprilia seized the opportunity with ruthless efficiency. Leading the charge was Marco Bezzecchi, who looked formidable from the very first practice session on Friday through to Sunday's Grand Prix, with the sprint race being the only minor exception. His pace, consistency, and racecraft suggested that Aprilia's development over the winter had taken a significant leap forward. He was not alone. The champion Jorge Martín remained competitive throughout the weekend, while the Trackhouse Racing riders, Ogura and Raúl Fernández, also placed themselves firmly in the top 5 fight. For the first time in quite some time, Aprilia looked not merely competitive, but potentially dominant. The performance swing left many within Ducati searching for answers, including team manager Davide Tardozzi. Speaking after the race weekend, Tardozzi admitted the team was puzzled by the behavior of their machine. According to him, the bike felt significantly different from the one they had tested at the same circuit just days earlier during pre-season preparations. That inconsistency has raised serious questions inside the Ducati garage about what exactly went wrong. However, Tardozzi was also quick to acknowledge the impressive progress made by Aprilia. Rather than dismissing their rival's success as a one-off result, he described the defeat as a slap in the face for Ducati. A wake-up call that the competition has clearly raised its level. Interestingly, Tardozzi revealed that Aprilia's growing competitiveness had already been noticeable during the latter stages of the 2025 season. In particular, he highlighted the repeated battles between Marc Marquez and Marco Bezzecchi. Even before Marquez's crash incidents last year, the Ducati star had already found it increasingly difficult to beat the Italian rider on the Aprilia machine. From a technical perspective, this suggests Aprilia's development curve has been steadily climbing for some time, rather than suddenly appearing this season. That may be the most worrying aspect for Ducati. If Aprilia's pace advantage is genuine and sustainable, then the 2026 championship fight could evolve into a far more complex and multi-team battle than many initially expected. For Marc Marquez, the implications are enormous. The Spaniard still possesses the skill, experience, and relentless determination that have defined his legendary career. His ambition to secure a 10th World Championship remains very much alive. But even within the Ducati camp, there is an acknowledgement that defending the crown will not be as straightforward as last season. Tardosi himself openly admitted that Marquez understands the championship will be significantly harder to win this year. Not only must he battle his usual rivals, but he now faces a revitalized manufacturer capable of challenging Ducati on pure performance. And in MotoGP, momentum can shift quickly. Despite the disappointing result in Thailand, Ducati are far from panicking. Tardosi emphasized that the team, together with technical mastermind Gigi Dall'Igna, will conduct a detailed analysis of what went wrong at Buriram. Their immediate goal is to understand why the bike behaved so differently compared to the pre-season test and implement solutions before the next round in Brazil. With 21 races still remaining in the 2026 calendar, the championship is far from decided. Early season fluctuations are common in MotoGP, where teams continuously refine their machines and riders adapt to evolving setups. If the Thai Grand Prix revealed anything, it is that the hierarchy within MotoGP may be shifting. Aprilia's surge has injected a new layer of unpredictability into the championship fight, while Ducati, long considered the dominant force, suddenly finds itself under pressure to respond. For fans, this is exactly the kind of rivalry that makes MotoGP so compelling. And for Marc Marquez, the message from Buriram could not be clearer. The road to a 10th world title has just become dramatically more difficult. However, beyond the immediate disappointment, the events in Thailand may represent something even more significant for the championship landscape. For several seasons, Ducati's technical superiority has allowed their riders to control the rhythm of many races. The Desmosedici has been regarded as the most complete machine on the grid, capable of adapting to a wide variety of circuits. Yet the opening round of the 2026 MotoGP World Championship hinted that this advantage might no longer be as overwhelming as it once was. For Marc Marquez, the situation introduces a new layer of complexity to his title defense. Throughout his career, Marquez has thrived under pressure and often delivered his best performances when forced to fight against adversity. But this time the challenge may not come solely from rival riders. It could also stem from a genuine shift in competitive balance between manufacturers. Meanwhile, confidence inside the Aprilia racing garage appears to be growing with every race weekend.